What's up everybody, welcome back to another Mickey D's video. Hope you guys are enjoying the time so far. Today you guys are gonna ask me what is happening. Why is there no any gaming content going on my channel? Why am I so quiet? What's going on? Well, for the past couple of months I've been busy trying to get a job and to bring an income into the house. We had some hassles, but that's not what the video is all about. South Africa is a sinking ship, worse than the Titanic. It doesn't even give time for the people to rescue themselves. Today what I'm going to talk to you about is what is going on in this country and what is the current situation in Musina, and what is the community doing that you won't see on SABC News or E News or ENCA. None of them is actually reporting what's going on. They only report the uncontrolled chaos and semi-controlled chaos that's going on in the departments. So, about a month ago, the people of South Africa gave the government an ultimatum and said they need to get rid of all the foreign nationals, illegal and legal, to go back to their countries. That's Malawians, Zimbabweans, Tanzanians, Mozambicans, Botswanans, Nigerians, Ethiopians, Indians. They want them all to leave. They verbalized it to the government. Nothing was done. And then all of a sudden they started violence on everybody, even though some of the people were nationals in our country. People that legally lives here and was born in South Africa, that is South Africans, are being chased away. Races are being threatened and told to leave this country. Now everybody is wondering, the news is covering only what's going on in Musina, because Musina is the epicenter of this uncontrolled chaos by the government and by South Africans. Now you guys ask, where are these people going? What is the logistics behind it? South Africa wasn't ready for this, and Musina wasn't ready for this. So what happened is buses started flooding in from all over the country. South Africa chased people away and they had to use a mass load of buses. Now I'm a local here in Musina. I've been living here for 10 plus years. I haven't seen this town ever stand together against something. When these people arrived, all these foreigners that's busy leaving South Africa through the Beitbridge border post, the town wasn't ready, the municipality wasn't ready, the authorities wasn't ready for what came and hit this town like a tsunami. Business is going slow in Musina. In fact, business is going slow in the rest of the country. But Musina, business-wise, went down. And all of a sudden, this boom of people just comes into this small little town that can't handle a mass load like that. So South Africans started chasing these foreigners, and they came here with buses. There's no place for them to stay. There's no place for them to eat. There's no way of getting food or water. So what the community did, they came together and they started making food. So 2 days ago, now 3 days ago, I volunteered to assist on packing food, distributing food to the foreigners that's here in town. They've been moved all around from place to place so that they can keep this people as a group together. I'm going to show you what SABC doesn't want to show you, what ENCA doesn't want to show you. All the national news channels won't show you what is going on. We were the boots on the ground as a community. I don't want to brag about this. It's wrong of me to even say I was part of everything, but it opened my eyes. It opened my eyes to show you that South Africa is busy falling. The hatred that's going on in this country with all the violence needs to stop. I'm going to show you what a little bit of humanity that is left in South Africa. The whole community came together. Different races, different religions, different way of thinking, but we all came together for one thing: to be human. I'll show you. So this was day one on the 1st of July. We started moving around feeding people. So this was in front of the immigration's office, where the people were waiting for buses to be moved to different facilities where they could be assisted and be held. I apologize for the video. It is a little bit distorted due to the fact that people's hands were full of carrying boxes around. This was when my emotions came through and took me over by mass. As you guys can see, this pickup truck that is around about here, the Mahindra, was full of citrus. That was boxes of oranges and nachos, and I think there was about 2 boxes of bananas there that was given to the people that was still at the truck stop at the time. One of our local people offered to give them the spot to use at this truck stop so that they could have a roof where the sun doesn't beat them as much, and where they could use the facilities and space to stretch the legs until the next steps, whatever was coming next. Okay, with this video you would only see the box because their hands were full. We couldn't really record anything due to the fact that we were actually busy. We are not doing this for fame and fortune and everything. We are just there to do it for the community, with the community, for the people that was still waiting to get to their destinations. There's mothers with kids. There were dads with children. It was hectic. It started grabbing me by the heart.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, reporting from Musina.
Now, you would hear this guy, he's one of the people that got in the NPO services from their churches. They are more active amongst this sites because they are organizing this feeding and helping them out. Unfortunately, we as a community, most of us still have work on the next day. Most of us are preparing more food for the next day to pack. So this was early in this morning, or yesterday morning, because it's already the 3rd. So it was yesterday morning early. This guy woke up, went to one of the sites that was a main problem because of a small riot that broke out because the people got frustrated due to the toilets not working. They didn't have food, they didn't have water, they were sitting in the scorching sun, and the police were ill treating them. So I've heard. I can't say it was definitely like that, but they were ill treated. Gift of the givers, thanks to them. They were there to assist them for a while. I don't know what happened afterwards, but these people came in with their own NPO services that they've got from Polokwane. There's a church of, I think it's a Muslim church, that has an MPO service of aid for people in situations like this. So we're grateful for them. They took the lead in this community, and they just started asking everybody if you can lend a hand, if you have the time to do it, if you have anything you can donate, like food, or will you make food and send it? And that is what just happened. So
Showground. According to the meeting that was held yesterday, these people were all supposed to be moved out from here last night. So there was some movement when we left the farm site at around 10 o'clock yesterday. We saw some buses going that side, but there are still people who are stranded here. According to my communication with DG this morning, there are about 2,000 of them. But the problem here is
2,000 people stuck. The problem was buses and transport. So when we arrived, this was close to the end of today or yesterday's feeding schedule to get food out for the people. There was just the time when buses arrived. We finished with the food, and then just more buses came, and more people started queuing for more food. We were afraid of shorting of food to give to these people. Women and children. This was about the time we left the place, due to us picking up more food, supplies to cook more food. Buses from everywhere in the country. I mean, hats off to those drivers. They drove all the way from Cape Town and Bloemfontein to do all this. This is about the morning we just arrived with those food. We started giving it out to people. The green truck is the NPO service. Yeah, we served women and children first because they were the ones that was most affected by the lack of water and the lack of food. These people were tired, you could see it in their face, and they were scared, they were frightened. They don't know where to go, nobody tells them what to do. You know, the community has done all this to make a one line to get food, to get everybody fed. You see all those buses of people, a lot of them. And most of this won't be even shown on TV.
Alhamdulillah, I will get
This was also
those
close
data by
to the end
tonight,
of the day.
inshallah. At the moment, we are only focusing on feeding because there is lots and lots of people here. I think from 2 o'clock up until now, we have fed almost 2,500 to 3,000 people, and you can, I'm not sure if you can see through the tent, there is still more queuing there. So obviously this is a very small number. The people that are currently present at the site is 10,000 plus. So our current focus is only to feed and feed. Once I get chance, inshallah, I will go to the DG and get those numbers for our brothers, inshallah. Jazakallah so much. This is the evening meal.
Now this was last evening because it's already morning here by us.
As you can see, they are all lined up.
Luckily, there was more food coming in.
The local community is now collaborated with us. They are communicating with us. This is what they have prepared. All these women that are lined up here, our plan is to give them the comforters that was provided by Al Imdad Foundation this morning. So, alhamdulillah. The time is 6:44, quarter to 7, almost.
The comforters that they were talking about is there was that MPO donated I think it was 100 or 120. I'm not sure the exact amount, but the comforters was donated due to the cold weather in the mornings and in the afternoons. It's winter time here in South Africa, for those who doesn't know. So Musina is a hot place during the day, but in the mornings and in the evenings it gets very cold. And this is in an open area outside of town where it's close to rivers and dams, so there's a lot of cold coming through with that surrounding area's waters.
Alhamdulillah, there is lots of water, some tissues there. That's the latest from Musina at 7:15 in the evening. Alhamdulillah. Bismillah. Alhamdulillah. These comforters were supplied by the Al Imdad Foundation this morning.
Their NPO,
And
the local
small,
NPO.
small children also trying to contribute whatever they can. Alhamdulillah. The community members, the local community members from our Mochongo, Machwale village have prepared this for them today. You can see they are hard at work, alhamdulillah, dishing out this to the young children, women. There is the entire team that was involved today, alhamdulillah. We really appreciate their efforts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them hidayah, inshallah. Muchongo. Musina, Muchongo community.
So guys, you won't see this on the news. You'll probably see a couple of news outlets that would show the masses of people, but they won't show you where people in the community came together and fed most of these people. I wouldn't say, I can't say all because I wasn't there the whole day, but we were there for quite a while. Look at all those people. So, that you have seen. And I'm afraid that the numbers are still going to go higher and higher. I was afraid that there wouldn't have been enough food for everybody. But luckily, it came together and everything came just enough amount to feed the people when we were there. When after we left, there were more buses on the road coming in, and my emotional state was so bad because I've seen children. When we just arrived, there was a baby on her mom's back. Well, I won't say baby, but a young child on her mom's back that was hungry. And when they saw the food, she clawed over her back to get to the food. That started grabbing me by the heart. And I'm afraid to say South Africa has lost its touch when it comes to humanity. Just by being a human doesn't mean that we have to do what the rest of the world is doing, ending up in wars amongst each other, civil wars, unnecessary wars that kills innocent people. I'm glad that I had this opportunity to go with the community and actually see what's going out there. The news won't let you know or tell you what's going on with the people that's actually foot on the ground, the boots that's actually going around there. Really, I have some pictures that was also taken. We can just maybe have a look at those pictures. I can articulate what the pictures are. It's going to be a mix of everything for that was happening in the past 2 days. It won't be in an order. So just keep level head with me. So there you'll see there was the food after our food were the food that we prepared with the church was gone. When it was finished giving to the people, they brought hot dogs and like something called bunny chows. Here in Messina, amongst the vendors, they call it kotas. So that was um, brought up. So after our food ran out, we went over to the NPO's food, started distributing that. There we were, right over there. They were, they were this. All these tables were full of food, and they just let them keep coming and coming for more. These were the ladies and the men of today's in the kitchen that was actually dishing up and making sauce for the porridge and the rice that was there. There was also brown rice. Um, we had a great team in the past 3 days, to be honest. That was on the first day when we started dishing up and giving people food. But just see the difference between the masses of people. I mean, these people didn't have food for at least 1 or 2 days while being on the road and being in constant fear of getting their stuff stolen and or attacked. Depends on the situation. There was day one, the people that assisted on my day one. I won't say the community's day one because they were 2 days or a day or 2 days ahead, you know, busy with cooking. There was the NPO that opened the truck so that the food parcels came out because we ran out of takeaway uh, food to give these people. There was me and a couple of people. You'll see this guy. He was the orchestrator of all this NPOs coming together with our community. I mean, we were all over the place, and I'm glad the team that we have on this is outstanding. I was smiling, but inside I was keeping my emotions down. I wanted to bawl my eyes out. So yeah, that was just the footage that we got. We didn't really want to take footage, take pictures or anything because we don't do it for publicity. But something inside me snapped to make this video because the news outlets won't tell you what's going on with boots on the ground. Like we all were overwhelmed with emotions and overstressed because we wanted to make sure everything was 100%. Just one thing from me, South Africa, you need to get your stuff together. This is a sinking ship. Well, it's not sinking anymore. It's already more than halfway sunk. We need to start coming together. After 1994, everybody was promised a unity in this country, but the government has created more diversity. Roles have changed. The corruption made everything worse. They would get caught red-handed and still deny it. Or the justice system is just so broken that if they get caught, nothing happens. So guys, that is evidence from my side. I'm on the scene by myself. I'm going again later today. It's already almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm still stuck here. I haven't slept. I need to be up at 7. I need to be at church by 8 to assist the people there. I mean, Musina, you are awesome. You took out the few people in the community that have the time to assist. Thank you for that. The people at home that couldn't be there, people at work that couldn't be there, I thank you at the bottom of my heart and the rest of everybody. I thank you on behalf of them. Thank you guys. In this 10 plus years that living I'm living here in Brazil, I haven't seen the community come together like this. Well guys, that is all from my side. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. If you're on the roads, please drive safe. And God bless you.
We're rocking through the sunset, feel the sound, let it ignite. With its riff